NAD Plus and aging. The $2 billion longevity lie. Can supplements really turn back time? What if I told you there's a molecule inside your cells right now that could literally reverse aging? That billionaires are paying $25,000 per month for 4 infusions of this compound. That Harvard scientists claim it could extend human lifespan by decades. That molecule is NAD+, and it's at the center of a $2 billion industry, promising to turn back the biological clock. Dr. David Sinclair's 2024 anti-aging protocol includes NMN, fish oil, lipoic acid, resveratrol, metformin, spermidine, and more. And millions of people are following his lead. But here's what should terrify you. You're about to discover the uncomfortable truth behind the NAD plus longevity craze. The gap between what companies promise and what science actually proves. The shocking reality of human clinical trials. And why the longevity industry might be selling you false hope at premium prices. If you're taking NAD supplements, considering them, or just fascinated by the science of aging, hit that subscribe button. Because what you're about to learn could save you thousands of dollars and decades of disappointment. Important, this video is for educational purposes only. Consult your healthcare provider before making any supplement decisions. The NAD Plus promise, what they're selling you. Let me paint you a picture of what the NAD Plus industry is selling. According to supplement companies, NAD Plus can reverse cellular aging at the DNA level, restore youthful energy and metabolism, prevent age-related diseases, extend lifespan by 20 to 30%, improve cognitive function dramatically, restore muscle mass and strength. The marketing is seductive. Celebrities getting NAD plus IVs, biohackers documenting their age reversal journeys, clinics charging thousands for treatments. The promise is intoxicating. Scientific immortality is finally within reach. And people are paying. Premium NAD plus precursors like NMN cost $200 to $500 per month. 4 treatments run $500 to $1,000 per session. The global NAD plus supplement market is projected to hit $2.8 billion by 2027. The science sounds convincing. Research suggests that the decline in NAD plus levels contributes to the aging process by impairing mitochondrial function and compromising cellular repair mechanisms. The understanding of the molecular and cellular basis of aging has grown exponentially over recent years, and it is now accepted within the scientific community that aging is a malleable process. Studies found that feeding the NAD plus precursor, nicotinamide riboside NR, to aging mice protected them from muscle degeneration and extended their lifespan significantly. But here's where the story gets uncomfortable. There's a massive, shocking gap between what works in mice and what works in humans. And that gap is where your money and your hope disappears. The uncomfortable science, what NAD Plus actually does. To understand why the NAD Plus story is so compelling and so potentially misleading, we need to understand what NAD Plus actually does in your body. NAD plus nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide is genuinely crucial for life. It's involved in energy production in every cell, DNA repair mechanisms, cellular stress responses, gene expression regulation, sirtuins activation, longevity, proteins. And yes, NAD+ levels do decline with age. By age 50, you have roughly half the NAD+ you had at 20. This decline correlates with many aging symptoms: decreased energy, slower metabolism, increased disease risk. The logic seems airtight. NAD+ is crucial, gives NAD declines with age, gives boosting NAD+ should reverse aging. It's so logical that even I wanted to believe it. And the animal studies are genuinely impressive. Mice given NAD+ precursors showed 20 to 30% lifespan extension, improved muscle function, better cognitive performance, reduced age-related diseases, actual biological age reversal. But then we get to human studies, and everything falls apart. The results are so disappointing, so contradictory to the animal data, that it exposes one of the most uncomfortable truths in longevity research. The human studies shock where the promise crumbles. Here's the shocking reality that the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. The general finding in human NR trials, especially those concerned with metabolism, is that NR supplementation has very few clinically relevant effects. Let me repeat that: very few clinically relevant effects. Despite the versatile therapeutic functions of NAD+ in animal studies, the efficacy of NAD precursors in clinical studies have been limited compared with that in the preclinical study. Let's examine the actual human evidence. Metabolic studies. Multiple trials showed NAD supplements increased blood NAD+ levels but failed to improve insulin sensitivity, fat metabolism, energy expenditure, body composition. Cognitive studies. No significant improvements in memory function, processing speed, overall cognitive performance, neuroprotection markers, muscle function studies. Minimal to no improvements in muscle strength, exercise capacity, recovery time, muscle mass. There was one recent study that showed promise. In a double-blind, randomized, crossover trial, the supplement Nuchido Time Plus NT increased NAD plus concentration in whole blood. This was associated with an increase in SIRT1 and an increase in nicotinamide phosphorylated stiltrons NAMPT span. But here's the uncomfortable truth about this study. Only 32 participants, only 8 weeks duration, no measurement of actual health outcomes, funded by the supplement company, no long-term safety data. NAD therapy is growing in popularity for treatment of various age-related illnesses and disorders. But there are no large-scale human studies demonstrating its effectiveness and safety. No large-scale human studies. After billions in investment and millions of users, the biological reality check. Why humans aren't mice? Here's the uncomfortable biological truth that explains why the NAD promise falls apart in humans. We are not 70-pound mice with 2-year lifespans. Metabolic differences. Mice have metabolic rates 7 times faster than humans. Their cellular turnover is dramatically accelerated. NAD+. Precursors may be processed completely differently What works in 8-week mouse studies might require decades in humans. The bioavailability problem? When you swallow an NMN or NR capsule, here's the shocking reality. Most gets broken down in your digestive system. Very little actually reaches your cells. Blood NAD+ levels rising doesn't mean cellular NAD increases. Your body has tight regulation systems that resist dramatic NAD+ changes. Biological homeostasis. Your body isn't designed to have unlimited NAD. It has sophisticated regulatory mechanisms that control NAD+ production based on cellular needs, break down excess NAD precursors, maintain NAD+ within specific ranges, resist dramatic alterations to this system. The evolutionary question: if boosting NAD+ was truly the key to longevity, why didn't evolution select for higher baseline levels? Why do our NAD+ levels decline with age, if maintaining them is purely beneficial? The uncomfortable answer: NAD decline might serve important biological functions we don't understand yet. The reductionist trap. Aging isn't just about one molecule. It involves hundreds of interconnected pathways, genetic factors we can't supplement away, environmental stresses, cellular damage accumulation, complex hormone interactions. Thinking NAD alone can reverse this is like thinking changing your car's oil will make it run like new forever. The industry manipulation, how they're selling false hope. Now, let's expose how the NAD+ industry manipulates your psychology to sell false hope. These tactics are so sophisticated, so emotionally manipulative, that even scientifically literate people fall for them. Tactic number 1. Study cherry-picking. They cite impressive mouse studies while burying disappointing human trials. They'll show you a graph of mice living 30% longer, but won't mention the human study that showed no metabolic improvements. Tactic number 2. Authority exploitation. They leverage respected scientists like David Sinclair to sell products. But here's the shock. Even Sinclair acknowledges the human data is disappointing. The industry just ignores that part of his message. Tactic number 3. Mortality salience. They trigger death anxiety with aging imagery, then position their product as salvation. Don't let aging steal your future. Pure psychological manipulation targeting your deepest fears. Tactic number 4. Manufactured social proof. Thousands of customers can't be wrong. But those testimonials are often paid endorsements, placebo effects, selection bias, only happy customers speak up, correlation confused with causation. Tactic number 5. The subscription economy. They get you committed to monthly auto shipments before you can assess results. By the time you realize it's not working, you've already paid hundreds of dollars. The psychology of false hope. The most disturbing part? They're not selling supplements. They're selling hope to people terrified of aging and death. That's why customers keep buying, even when results disappoint. The alternative? Accepting aging feels unbearable. The real longevity science. What actually works. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The supplement industry doesn't want you to know. We already know what actually extends human lifespan, and it's not expensive supplements. What actually extends human lifespan? Caloric restriction, the only intervention proven to extend lifespan in virtually every species tested, including primates. Reducing calories by 20 to 30% while maintaining nutrition. Regular exercise, especially strength training and cardiovascular fitness. This has more human longevity data than any supplement ever will. Social connections. Harvard's 80-year study shows strong relationships are the #1 predictor of longevity and happiness. Stress management. Chronic stress accelerates aging through multiple pathways. Meditation, sleep, and stress reduction have profound effects. The shocking reality: simple lifestyle changes can reduce biological age by 3 to 7 years, prevent 80% of heart disease and diabetes, dramatically reduce cancer risk, improve cognitive function more than any supplement. And here's the kicker: these interventions cost almost nothing compared to NAD supplements. A gym membership and Mediterranean diet costs less than 1 month of premium NAD plus precursors. The time investment truth: real longevity isn't about finding a magic pill. It's about consistent, long-term lifestyle changes. The supplement industry sells the fantasy of effortless longevity, but biology doesn't work that way. The future reality check. So what does the future actually hold for NAD plus and longevity research? What's coming? Larger, longer-term human trials, 5 to 10 years. Better delivery methods for NAD plus precursors. Combination therapies targeting multiple aging pathways. Personalized approaches based on individual NAD plus levels. The reality timeline. If NAD supplementation does work in humans, we won't know for another 5 to 10 years minimum. Any claims of proven benefits right now are premature. The real breakthrough. The most promising research isn't about supplements. It's about understanding why NAD plus declines with age, and whether that decline serves important biological functions. The personalized future. Eventually, you might have personalized longevity protocols based on your unique genetics, metabolism, and aging patterns. But that future is decades away, not months. So here's the uncomfortable verdict on NAD plus supplements. They might work, they might not. And right now, we simply don't know. The current evidence? Animal studies. Extremely promising. Human studies? Disappointing so far. Safety profile. Generally good for short-term use. Long-term effects? Unknown. Cost? Extremely high for unproven benefits. Who should consider NAD plus supplements? People with disposable income who accept the risk. Those already maximizing proven longevity strategies. Individuals comfortable being early adopters of unproven interventions. Who should avoid them? Anyone expecting dramatic results based on current evidence? People who can't afford the high costs long term. Those not already doing proven longevity strategies. Anyone with unrealistic expectations about age reversal. The honest priority list. 1. Exercise regularly. Strength plus cardio. 2. Eat a nutrient-dense, calorie-appropriate diet. 3. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. 4. Manage stress effectively. 5. Maintain strong social connections. 6. Avoid smoking and excessive alcohol. 7. Consider proven supplements. Vitamin D, omega-3. 8. Maybe, if you've optimized everything else, consider NAD precursors. The most uncomfortable truth. There's no shortcut to healthy aging. The fountain of youth isn't in a pill. It's in the boring, consistent practices our grandparents knew worked all along. If this honest look at NAD Plus research opened your eyes, hit that like button. Subscribe for more evidence-based health content. And drop a comment. Are you taking NAD Plus supplements? And if so, what results have you actually experienced? Next week, we're examining the other major longevity supplements, resveratrol, metformin, and rapamycin, and separating the science from the marketing. You won't want to miss it. Remember, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And when it comes to NAD supplements, that evidence simply doesn't exist yet in humans.